To sew shirring on front and back bodice, double fold 1/8 of an inch to create narrow hemming. You can manually fold as you sew straight stitch or use narrow hem sewing foot to achieve the same look. Do the same 1/8 of an inch hemming on top edge of both sides on the back bodice. On the front bodice, measure from the hemmed neckline down 5/8 of an inch and mark with erasable pen. This will be your width of the ruffle and first elastic thread stitch line. From the first stitch line, continue elastic stitch 3/8 of an inch distance apart. Gently pull the previous elastic and flatten the fabric when sewing. Sew until you have about 27 rows of elastic stitches. Place right side facing together of the back bodice pieces, 3/8 of an inch straight stitch and overlock to finish along the center back. Mark 5/8 of an inch away from the hemming with erasable pen on the back bodice for ruffle width and first elastic stitch position. Continue to sew shirring with elastic thread until you have 27 rows on the back bodice as well. To sew shirring on sleeve, double fold 1/8 of an inch with narrow hemming on the bottom edge of both sleeves. From the hemming, measure 5/8 of an inch away and mark with pen. This is your ruffle width and location for the first elastic shirring stitch on the sleeve. From the first stitch line, continue straight stitch with elastic 3/8 of an inch apart until you made 8 rows on both sleeves. To make shoulder ruffle, make one piece of rectangular strap that is 5 inches height and 26 inches long. Double fold 1/8 of an inch with hemming lengthwise on both sides of the strap. Fold the strap in half and cut lengthwise in the middle. Place the right side of the shoulder strap and right side of the sleeve facing each other and pin to secure from front notch to the back notch. Finish with zigzag stitch, and from the end of zigzag stitch, measure 1/2 inch and straight stitch. Press the seam open and straight stitch just underneath the zigzag stitch. To assemble sleeve with ruffle, measure 2 pieces of 15.5 inch long elastic. Slide a loop turner through the shoulder tunnel and hook the elastic in one end and pull gently. On each end, stay stitch the elastic on the sleeve. Fold the sleeve in half, right side facing each other, straight stitch 3/8 of an inch seam allowance, and finish with overlock stitch. To attach shirt bodice and sleeve, place right side of front and back bodice facing each other. Straight stitch 3/8 of an inch seam allowance on both side seams and finish with overlock stitch. Flip the bodice inside out, match the side seam with underarm of the sleeve to sew the armhole with 3/8 of an inch straight stitch and finish with overlock stitch. To sew dress skirt, lay the right side of the back skirt and left side of back skirt facing each other, 3/8 of an inch straight stitch width, finish with overlock stitch and press the seam. Place the right side of front skirt and right side of back skirt facing each other. Close the side seam with 3/8 of an inch with seam allowance and finish with overlock stitch. Prepare one piece of 1/4 inch clear elastic tape about 29.5 inch long. Join the end of elastic by overlapping 1/4 inch and zigzag stitch. Fold the elastic band in half to mark the half point and fold again to mark 1/4 point to evenly distribute the gathering when you sew. Pin the marked point on each side seam, center front, and center back. Use zigzag stitch 1/4 inch away from the top edge all around, stretch as you sew. Slide through the right side of the skirt into the right side of the bodice and match the last elastic stitch with zigzag stitch. Use regular thread to stitch on a ditch to join and finish with overlock stitch. Double fold 1/8 of an inch with straight stitch with narrow hemming around the skirt opening and press. Give a nice press along the waistline and make sure the overlock seam is facing down. Are you ready to make this dress? I'll have the link in the description below where you can download the Elania sewing pattern. Thank you for watching. Hope this sewing tutorial inspires you to make this Elania Smocked mini dress from rayon crepe fabric. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Share your DIY clothing on Instagram at #FashionWonder. See you in the next tutorial. Bye!